The Allies were an international military coalition formed during the Second World War, 1939 to 1945, to oppose the Axis powers, led by Nazi Germany, Imperial Japan, and Fascist Italy. Its principal members by 1941 were the United Kingdom, United States, Soviet Union, and China. Membership in the Allies varied during the course of the war. When the conflict broke out on September 1, 1939, the Allied coalition consisted of the United Kingdom, France, and Poland, as well as their respective dependencies, such as British India. They were soon joined by the independent dominions of the British Commonwealth, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa. Consequently, the initial alliance resembled that of the First World War. As Axis forces began invading Northern Europe and the Balkans, the Allies added the Netherlands, Belgium, Norway, Greece, and Yugoslavia. The Soviet Union, which initially had a non-aggression pact with Germany and participated in its invasion of Poland, joined the Allies in June 1941 after Operation Barbarossa, the German invasion of the Soviet Union. The United States, while providing some materiel support to European allies since September 1940, remained formally neutral until the Japanese bombing of Pearl Harbor in December 1941, after which it declared war and officially joined the Allies. China had already been at war with Japan since 1937, and formally joined the Allies in December 1941. The Allies were led by the so-called Big Three: the United Kingdom, the Soviet Union, and the United States, which were the principal contributors of manpower, resources, and strategy, each playing a key role in achieving victory. A series of conferences between Allied leaders, diplomats, and military officials gradually shaped the makeup of the alliance, the direction of the war, and ultimately the post-war international order. Relations between the United Kingdom and the United States were especially close, with their bilateral Atlantic Charter forming the groundwork of their alliance. The Allies became a formalized group upon the declaration by United Nations on January 1, 1942, which was signed by 26 nations around the world. These ranged from governments in exile from the Axis occupation to small nations far removed from the war. The declaration officially recognized the Big Three and China as the four powers, acknowledging their central role in prosecuting the war. They were also referred to as the trusteeship of the powerful, and later as the four policemen of the United Nations. Many more countries joined through to the final days of the war, including colonies and former Axis nations. After the war ended, the Allies, and the declaration that bound them, would become the basis of the modern United Nations. One enduring legacy of the alliance is the permanent membership of the UN Security Council, which is made up exclusively of the principal Allied powers that won the war.